Read
This
it out.
conference will now be recorded.
So what is the task yesterday I have given actually?
To deploy the
Yes.
application in standalone.
Standalone runtime. Is it done?
Yes.
Are you able to do it? I mean, you're getting an output, right?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Done? No one. No one. Hey, hi Shrikant. How are you feeling now today?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. And I did not try with that actually. I wasn't feeling good, and so.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And what about Shiva, Mitaku, Krishna, Suresh, Raju? Not done? Not tried out?
I tried it out, but I couldn't. Whenever it doesn't copy the value. It's empty file, and
It is not copying the value. What do you mean by that?
yeah, in the configuration properties, I already emailed to you yesterday night, and
Yesterday night?
yep,
Okay, I'll check it out.
the encrypted file is not is created, but it is without value.
Without a value.
Yeah, it is created, but it doesn't have value. That was my problem. I ran the command.
I've given access to you. Can you please share? It is a strange query. I mean, a query I have seen. That is the reason I'm giving access to you. Please share the screen. Okay, is it the password you are using?
Yeah.
And is it worked with the database normally without securing or without external?
Yeah.
Okay, try to do it again if you don't mind.
Yeah.
One second. Okay, where is the file? Can you please show me the file? Or where is that? Can you please cd to the directory? Okay, where is this dev file to here?
Dev file.
Dev
Okay.
file.
Okay, let me show you. It's right here.
Okay, where is the jar file? Okay.
The input file name is different.
Wait. So db -dev.yaml file or db.dev file?
Yeah, this is what is created here by using the command.
See, you are using db-dev here. There it is db.dev.
Yeah.
File name is different, right?
Was, yeah.
Yes, please change it and try it out again. Got my point here?
Yeah, I got it, but
See here, no. That's what you are giving db.dev file, db.dev, right? And in the command, what is the file name?
Okay, let me.
What is the file name you have given there?
db.dev.yaml.
db, it is not db dot, it is db-dev.
Yeah, db-dev.yaml.
And what is the file name in your directory? It is db dot, right?
db.dev.yaml.
You see here db.dev.yaml. In the command you are giving db-dev.yaml. File name is different. Rename it to db-dev, or else you change it in the command. Okay. File name should be the same, right?
db.dev.yaml. Okay. db.dev.yaml.
It's a very small point you missed out.
Here, YAML.
Okay. Same. Don't change here. That is the same. Okay. In the command, which file it should read? Which file it is reading?
It's reading db.dev.yaml.
Where is that?
It's here. Right here. Let me.
Is it db dot or db hyphen?
db-dev.yaml.
But where, that's what Mituku.
It's here. db.dev.yaml.
So it is not a dot, it is an hyphen. There is a difference.
db-dev.yaml, right?
Yes, but in the directory, what is that name? In the directory, what is the file name?
db.dev.yaml.
Is it the same?
Sorry.
Small thing.
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens. No worries.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's what I said yesterday also. If you get any error, please just check carefully. I mean, from starting. Okay. You can easily find the error.
Yeah, I actually got this error. I forgot to place the input file. So I got generated a empty db secure
Obviously.
file.
Yeah. That's what I checked. First of all, is he having the file input file in that directory or not, in the same directory or not? Yes, he is having. And I checked with the name. The name is different. Simple. We can identify easily the answer.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic. What is that?
Transformer.
Transformer. Right. Can you please tell me that have you used a transformer vigorously in our project, in our training program till now? Have you seen any transformer structure? Can you please tell me what is the structure of a transformer?
Transform message is also kind of transformer, right?
Yeah, transformer or transformer message, both are same.
Converter. Input and output. Input message, output message.
What is the structure? Yeah, what is that?
Input message, output message.
Input, output,
and mapping in between.
input and output. Okay, in there, in between there is a mapping. Okay, then next. What is this part called?
Conversion.
We'll call this
expressions.
I mean the event.
Where we write the data view expressions. This part is called scripting part, where we write the data view scripts, right? So this part is divided into two by using the 3 hyphens. These 3 hyphens are called as a separator. Okay, and what we write here, what we declare here, normally it will be this is a syntax, right? Yes or no? Whatever the format. So whatever we declare about these 3 hyphens, this part is called header part or declarative part. right? And what is this part called? Yes, what is that? It's a body. What we write in the body? Assume that I am using a HTTP listener in order to listen for the request. Someone should participate, please. Okay, HTTP listener and convert into event. I'm using something called request connector. Why we use the request connector?
Consume the web
Why?
service.
Huh? Yes. Why we use the request connector?
Consume the web services.
Consuming the which web service?
To receive the request.
No. First of all, why we use the request connector? Forget. Why we use the consume connector?
Consume the external services.
To invoke
Which services?
external service. So
Yes. For request connector?
REST.
REST.
Simple. To consume a REST API. Right? Any background noise, Raju? Yeah. So sending a request to the third party REST API and getting some response back. Assume that my third party REST API is giving some JSON as an output, right? So a request connector will gather the response, and what will be the payload in the event to the transformer as an input? Yeah. What will be the payload
Yes.
from the request connector in the event to the transform message? So why long pause? Not able to understand? Everything is in event, right? After the request connector, what will be the payload?
JSON message.
JSON only, right?
JSON
I
object.
think Arvind joined just now and he's answering. What about others? Please. It's very easy question I am asking. So this is a request connector where consuming the REST API and getting the response from the REST application, and that will be the body. That means that will be the event. That will be the value of the payload in an event. So that event will be given as an input to the transform message. So in that, what will be the input? What is the structure of an event?
Payload,
Payload,
attributes,
attributes,
variables.
variables. So what will be the payload value here?
Whatever JSON responded.
Yeah, that is the JSON response will be the payload as an input. So if I'm sending any attributes, that means headers, that will be attributes. If I create any variable in this process, that will be the variables, right? Now,
Yeah.
assume that in third-party application, it is getting all the product details. Okay, that is given in a JSON structure, right? Assume a product, one product. Assume first we will talk with a basic one, like one product detail. So product. So that product is having product ID equal to 123. Product name equal to Samsung. Product price equal to 10,000. Like that, we have some structure, product details. Okay, we have some product details. Now, I want that will be the payload. On top of that payload, according to my client requirement, I can write some data view expressions and I can convert. What is the format I'm getting? JSON. Can I convert that into XML?
Yes.
Yes. Just simply specifying the output format as XML, and we can extract the values by using a data view expressions, and you can convert into your own fields. You can map that values to your own fields, right? That body, whatever you are written, that will be converted into XML format. Got my point? So
By
I'm able to write the data view expressions if I have some input payload, right? When I can write a data view expression before deploying the application, after deploying the application?
Before deploying.
Before deploying only, right? So before deploying, how my request connector will make a call to the third-party application? If it is making a call, then only we'll be getting some response. On top of that response, you can write a data view expressions. There is a conflict you can observe, right? Until unless I deploy the application, you will not get this product details. Okay. If I deploy, by the time, but the data view expression should be written. So how it will happen? What I can do? Yes. Any idea? No. Yes.
No.
One second. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah. So can't I give some sample data here to write some data view expressions while developing? As an integration developer, definitely you need to know what is an input format and what is an output format, right? So if you know the input format, what you are going to get, why can't we create the same kind of a structure and given as an sample or metadata to the payload? On top of the payload, why can't we write an expressions? Can I do that? Sample data. I expected this answer
Yes.
from all.
Yes. Yes.
We can do the sample data, right? Right?
Right.
And data view expression language we are going to use data view 2.0, right? So this is the 6 times for when the compare with with the combination of transformer and the data view expression, it become very powerful tool because it is far better than the earlier approaches. That means in the earlier approach, if you're converting from JSON to XML, there is one transformer. XML to JSON, one transformer. JSON to any Java format, one transformer. Like that, for every transformation, we require a separate transformers. When they introduce this data view, I think they have introduced this data view in 3.3 or 3.4, exactly, I not remember. When they introduce this, by using a single transformer, we can easily convert from one format to another format by using this data view expressions. This approach is 6 times far better than the earlier approaches, right? So understood the concept why we are giving this sample data, right? So while developing, whenever I write a code, okay, how you will judge whether you are writing correctly or not according to the requirement? Every time we cannot deploy and check whether the output is correct or not. After writing two expressions, we cannot deploy. I mean, every time we cannot deploy, right? So what is an idea? Whenever I write a code, can I see the preview for that? It will be a very good option, right? Whenever I write a code, if I can see the preview according to the format what I have given, it will be a very good option, right? So in this transformer, there is something called preview option as well, right? Whatever you write a data view expressions here, immediately it will show the preview, right? So it's a very good option. So understood clearly? Any doubts here?
no, Sujit.
No, not so far.
No, so far?
Not. Sujit, can you explain one more time? With
You just now you said no doubts.
I told no, Sujit, not.
So what you didn't understood here, tell me.
You are telling input request from JSON, output request from XML. You told in this transformer.
Example I told, yes.
Okay. What in this third party onwards? How it will come here?
See, this is a project. Okay. This
Okay.
is one project.
Hmm.
Okay. One flow. Assume it's a one flow. I
One
have a
flow.
listener. In that
Yes.
listener, I have the request character where we can in the what we are doing in a consuming REST API. You are sending a request to third party application. It is giving some response back, right?
Yes.
My client requirement is what? We need to send a request and we need to get the data. Once you get the data, he want to transform the data into his own format by
Yes,
using the
XML.
transformation logic.
Okay.
That's what we are doing. We are making a call, and we have, once you get a response, we are making, we are going to change the response into my own format, client's own format.
In
Right?
body,
That's
we need to write in body.
Yes, we need to write the data view. By using a data view language, we can write the transformation logic.
Okay.
Okay.
After that, you told one more thing, a product sample.
Okay, that is the one. See, when I can get the data from the third party, once I deploy the application, then only we can get the response from the third party, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Before deploying only, I want these data view expressions to be written to convert into the format, right? So we need to assume this is the format we are going to get once I deploy. Accordingly, I can create one structure, sample structure of the what we are going to get, right? That on top of the data, once we write a data view expressions, if you really deploy this application in real time, whatever the sample data given, it will be overridden by the values coming from the third party application. On top of that details, your whatever the data expressions will are written, that will be affected, right? For development sake, we are creating one sample structure.
Okay.
Sorry guys, just to build. Yeah, understood the Shiva now? Hello, Shiva,
Yes. 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 Sujit.
is it clear? Is it clear for all? Not getting confident yes from
Sujit,
Shiva.
yeah, Sujit, I have a
Yeah.
doubt. In the sample structure, we have to create and we have to pass that to the input message. So we are telling, okay, this is how the input looks like. So
Yeah.
in that sample structure, do we need to give the exact elements what we are getting from the third party
Obviously.
application? Okay.
Obviously, right?
In
Because
payload itself, we need to give, right?
yeah, payload, that is structure means a payload only. So because based on the field names only, we are going to extract the values. I think Sushmita asked the question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sujit, I got a question. So does
Hmm.
it need to be a sample or can it accept a schema? Is there
Both.
a
Anything.
both?
Anything.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
I'm using sample data.
Okay. Thank you.
I already created and I'm going to use that sample data. Basically, to understand, it's just one sample example data we are going to give as an input.
Okay.
We can create a schema or we can create a sample data also. Both options are available there. Okay. Okay, shall we move on to the practical one? Theoretically understood what, see why I'm giving this overview, the picture here, just to visualize what we are going to do practically. Straight away, if I take you to the practical scenario, definitely I think you will not understand. I mean, maximum of the people. So I'm just giving a picture overview so that you can think, you can visualize. Whatever I visualize, I'm just putting on the screen. Okay. Is it helpful? Is it not? So let me import.
And Sujit, I have one more question. Why do we need to import all the projects? I mean, are there any dependencies or can't we just create a
Okay.
new
What
project?
you observed from the externalizing start project? Why we
Yeah,
imported
the
that?
code is already there.
Just for saving the time. That's it.
Okay.
You create your own project also. Doesn't matter. See, I didn't talk about a scatter gather project. I thought of talking today, but I forgot in the sequence actually. I talked at some later point of time. In the scatter gather project, what we will do, we are going to create one small project on topics what we covered, like consuming the soap, or connecting your database. So already these topics are covered, right? To understand about a scatter gather router, we require these three concepts again. So instead of explaining it again and writing it again, I already written and given in the project. So it's simply you need to configure a scatter gather router only in that, right? There we can save 1 hour time. Okay, that is the reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course, in this transformation, it's an empty XML only. And why we created under the resources, you can see I have created one sample file, product.json file, right? So this file is I'm going to give as an input, right? Again, first I have a transformer. I mean, one XML file. First, we'll go in a sequence. What is the request I'm going to get? Assume that this is the request I'm going to get 8081/transform. Okay. Now, in order to listen for this request, what is the first connector?
Listener.
HTTP listener.
Listener, very good. Let me configure this 8081. What is the path?
Transform.
Transform is the path. Then I'm not going to make a call to REST application and all. That's why I created sample data directly to the postman. While sending a request, I will post the data. Okay. So ultimately, what for the transformer, I want input as a yes. I want some input. That's why I am using. See, for understanding purpose, I said if you make a call to third-party application, that will give a response like that, right? So instead of making a call for a demonstration purpose, I am going to post some body through the request itself. Post body raw data. What is the data I'm going to send? I will share you. What is the body we are going to send as a payload through the request. So that will be the what will be the input for this transformer right now? Yes. What is the input structure? What is the input for this transformer?
JSON.
Payload.
Payload, attributes, and variable. This is the event. You should tell us the event will be the input for this transformer. In that event, whether it is having a payload value or not, variables created or not, attributes are. Am I sending any attributes here? No, right? Empty attributes, but event structure, right? Now, let me expand this. So as I said, this is an input part and output part. Once you define input data and output data, you can map simply. Have you seen any mapping part till now?
No.
No?
Oh, yeah. It's there.
But we have seen, but for me it is not working. This one, I don't know why. This mapping is I'm not getting.
Data sense.
Yeah.
Data sense issue because of your RAM size.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get that either. When I use a 12 GB RAM, then I don't get it. But when I use 16, then I get it.
Actually, the recommendable for this tool is 16 GB by MuleSoft itself. Everyone will not have a 16 GB, right? See, it doesn't matter whether it is working or not, mapping or not. You can write a data view expressions instead of that, right?
But in middle it's showing that error we are finding like that.
That is the data sense error that you can ignore and you can go ahead. That's what I said. No,
Okay.
if you get any error at an application level, syntax error or any error, that you can check in a configuration XML. If you don't find any error here, please straight away go ahead and go ahead with your process, right?
Okay. I'm wasting
So
my time yesterday full of this.
play then increase to 16 GB. Simple answer. Yes.
Okay.
So input, output, and we can write some scripting part. This is called scripting part where we have header and a body, right? It's a 3 hyphens is a separator between a header and a body. By default, this is a structure. Previously, we have written a structure because the mapping is not working there, right? In the previous version, they used to give this structure by default, right? Now, and this structure by default is giving only in the transformer now, not any other transformer like set payload or set variable transformers, where we are writing a data view expressions. But now, once I define the input and I can write a data view expressions, how I can check that whether it is correct or not? There is an option here, preview. Okay, before going to the preview, I will show. I mean, the view can be changed, the perspective can be changed. So the graphical representation, this screen is that means this column is not required. So there is 3 options here. We can call this as a tree, source tree. right? Or else, in other words, in normal simple terminology, it's a windows. Okay, how many windows you require? Input I require, so I'm using all this one. If I use the second option, this gray color will be removed, right? And if I use the last option, only it will give the data view scripting part, right? Now, if you click on a preview, you will be getting a preview. So I want input also. What is the input I'm giving? I just want to see the input also, right? So I'm just going back to the preview. I'm disabling the preview. So first, what is the first step? I need to define some metadata. That means I need to give some sample data what we are expecting. So under the resources I have given this file. So what you are observing here, what you are able to observe, again I will go back to the basic here. I want to answer immediately. I already discussed about this. Two curly braces represents what?
Key and value
Key and value.
What do you mean by that?
in
Yeah.
JSON format.
In Java or JSON, what do you mean by that?
It is
Object.
an
Then
array.
what is this?
Array.
Then what is this?
Array.
If it is an array, then what is this?
Object. JSON
Which
object.
one?
Just an object. Yeah.
It's a object, or we can call it as where we contain key value pairs.
Map.
List of collection.
Map, right?
Map.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Square brackets represents what?
Array.
Array. Can I call this a list
Or
also?
list. Yeah.
Yes, we'll call this as a parenthesis. In data view, these curly braces are called as what? Constructor of an object, right? If you give two curly braces means what? We are going to create one object. That means constructor of an object, right? So these parentheses are called as an evaluation parenthesis. Evaluation parenthesis. Got it? So just giving you information to remember, please remember this, right? Now, based on that information, can you please tell me what I have written here?
It's a product object.
For product, it's a product. Yeah, someone told, correct. It's
Product
a product object of what type? What type of object it is?
JSON object.
Very good, simple. JSON object which contains key value pairs, product ID, name, description, and offer. Offer is type of what again? Key value pair, which
Yeah.
contains value as an again object, which contains offer price and offer valid until. And images is type of what? What
Array.
you're able to observe?
Array.
Array. Right?
Array.
So in this JSON object, I got all type. I want to give this as an input to the transformer. Based on that, I want to write some. See, I'm just telling the basic transformation in this session. Tomorrow I will talk about a complex transformation, right? So how to define a metadata? Very simple. How to add a metadata to this payload? There is an option here, define metadata. Click on define metadata and add the file. What type of file you want to create? Please add that file. So I want to create one. I'm just giving the name. Product JSON. Okay. It is not an extension. Please don't get confused. It's a file name. Product JSON. And what type of file I'm going to create as an input here? What type of file? Yes, yes. What type
JSON.
of file I'm going to give as an input? Yes.
JSON.
JSON. We can create any type of file. Right now, I'm going to create a JSON file. I have an example in my resources. Let me go with an example. Browse it. Where it is, see if it is there, if it is not there under a build path, and if it is there outside, then you can browse for that. If it is there in the build path, directly it will take you to that build path. Build path means in the project. Where the project here under SRC main resources. So it is showing only JSON file. If you have XML file, will it show? Because by default we have selected as a JSON type file you are going to create. So if any JSON file is available, automatically it will show here, right? So once you select, automatically it will. One second, why it is not selecting? Okay, sorry. So it will fetch the product details here, the metadata of the product. Once you select this one, what will be the input for this payload as of now?
JSON.
JSON, whatever the payload, what is the structure I have given as an input. Now you can see payload is an object. What type of object it is? If you want to see really whether the file, the content, what you are given, or if you want to cross check, right click on this. You can set metadata, or else you can clear the data what you set, or you can edit the sample data also. So let me expand this transformer right now. So is it the input I am going to give? I have given already. Yes. On top of this data, I want to write some data view expressions, and immediately I can see the preview. Now let me go back to the second window where I can clear the unnecessary columns. Right now, if I click on a preview, what you can observe on the right side? If I click on a preview immediately, what you can observe on the right side according to the body and the output format? Any guess?
Java.
Output of
Java.
It is a
XML.
format.
Yes,
Oh,
in
it's
Java.
an XML. By seeing the green color, you can tell it's an XML. No, right? It's a Java object. Internally, it is using what? Linked hash map. Okay. If you convert to JSON, simple. It is converting into JSON object. Right? Now, simply I am writing a payload. It is not giving any output. I will delete that. I'm not creating any object here. I'm just deleting and writing a payload. What you observe on the right side, same structure, yes, no,
Yes. Yes.
it's converting from JSON to JSON, yes.
Yes.
Is it converting to JSON to Java object? Yes.
Yes.
Getting some background noise from one, I don't know, I think Mituku, can you please check that? Yeah, so why it is not converting into XML? Is there any reason? Any
Yeah,
guess
it
why it
require
is
a
not
body. It require a body.
body? Okay, this is the body, right? Whatever I'm writing here, is it not a body?
It require
Root element.
Huh?
Requires
Mituku,
element.
please check the background noise. I'm just muting you. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Please go ahead, guys.
It
It
requires
is a
root.
body, right?
It require soap envelope, right?
Why soap? Why you are converting into soap? Why soap is coming to the picture? Basically, you can tell the root tag is missing. Root element is missing.
Yeah.
Root element.
Right?
Yeah, I wanted to
Root
say that.
element, not the body. Root element is missing. Okay, that's fine. Let me come. I will come back to that XML part later. Let me convert back to JSON. Right? So, do you think that it is converting JSON to JSON directly? No, actually, first it will convert into this format. What is this format called?
The data view.
Data view format. Are you able to identify the differences between a JSON format and a data view format?
Yes.
Yes, right. The field
Yes.
names, column names are not in the codes, right? Basically, by seeing that we can identify the difference, right? So this is the data view format. This is a native format of a data view expression language, right? Why I'm telling this part, many of the developers also not aware of this point, because first, whenever you convert from any format to any format, first suppose if you're converting from JSON to XML, don't think that it's straight away converting from JSON to XML. First, it will convert to data view format internally, and the data from the data view format, it will convert to any other format. If I converting from JSON to JSON, do you think that directly converting to JSON to JSON? No. First, internally, it will convert into data view format. That format to JSON format, it will be converted. Maybe the certification question. That's why I discussed it. Right now, first requirement. My first requirement. whatever the input field I am getting, I want to extract the value and I want to map it to, instead of product ID, I want to map it to PID. How can I do that? How can I extract a value from the input payload? So this is the payload. Payload dot represents a reference
Dot
and
product
it
ID.
will the keys. Okay, what are the keys I have? Product ID. So am I extracting the value? Yes. Yes. And I want to create a new object. How to create a new object? What is the constructor of an object? Curly braces, flower brackets, right? So I want to take that value into some value from field called PID, colon. Yes, am I getting the value? And I map it to my own field. I created a new object. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to extract the offer price now. How to extract the offer price? Every instruction should be every expression should be separated by comma. I want to take it into OP. Can you please guide me how to get an offer price?
Payload dot
Okay.
offer dot offer price.
Offer price. Simple. Right? Okay. Next, if I want to get images or first image and I want to take it into IMGS.
Payload dot images of
Zero.
1
Hmm?
0.
How we can access the first element in an array?
Zero. Images of zero.
0 1 2.
Images of
Not
0.
like 0, 1. It's like an index value. We should tell as an index value by using an index value, right? It could be a 0 or 1 or 2, right? Of course, I asked the question to extract the first element. That's why you said 0. Normally, you should tell is by using an index value, right? Got it. Next. Okay. Now let me convert back this to Java. You know, straight away it will convert back to XML. As you know, it is not giving because of the root element. So what is the root element I can give here? Where I can give the root element? This is the body. What I am writing here is a body. I want to take this body into some root element. So I will take that into product colon. Now you can see product is a root tag and this is the body of the tag. Correct? Now every element, every tag will have some attributes. XML is a tag, version, these are the attribute and a value. Encoding is attribute and value. Like that, for every XML there is a tag, and for that tag we have an attributes. Now simple requirement, I want this PID to be added as an tag, that means attribute to the product tag. So how can I do that?
Can you repeat that?
It has
I want
syntax like something. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I want to add this PID as an as an attribute to the product tag. If you are aware of XML, what is an attribute, you might have understand by this time, right? So product PID, understood my question? PID to be added as an attribute to the product tag. So there is an operator called at symbol, at. Okay, and if you want to add PID, please take that and write it here. Now you can see on the right side, PID is added as an attribute.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see, everything will be based on the requirement. Okay. Apart from that, if you want to try anything, you just try it out while we are practicing. Right. Okay. Code can be write in multiple ways. Code can be write in a multiple ways. Just you need to know how to write it. Right. Next. How many variables we have created, we have seen as of now? Let me get a brand name also. How many types of variables we have seen till now? Yeah, how many types of variables? How to create a variable first of all in an event?
That's
Huh? How to create a variable? How to create a variable? How to set a variable? What is the component we use?
Set variable.
set
Set
variable.
variable. Why so long pause? Set variable, right? So by using set variable, if you create any variable, is it a global variable or a local variable? What kind of variable it is?
Local variable.
Is it a local variable? Can we access? We can't access. I mean, can't we access that variable in another XML where the event is flown at a project level? Can't we
Yeah,
access
we
the
can use
variable?
that. We can use
Then,
that one.
then it is a global or a local?
Global.
Global variable, right? So there is only one variable in MUEL4. That is a set variable. The scope of a variable is event scope. Previously, we have a session variable, global variable, local variable, like that many type of variables. Now in MUEL4, they all are designed under a set variable component. Right? That is nothing but a global variable. So why I'm pointing is here. After this transformer, what is the event structure? After this transformer, what is the event structure? If you are visualizing correctly, by this time I would have get answer. What is the
XML.
event structure after the transformer?
Attribute
XML.
will be in product and payload.
One second. Attributes will be
Product name. In Postman, you search transformer.
no. Where is that attribute? This is a path. Where attribute I'm passing here? No attributes. Zero attributes. Next,
XML.
payload will be the
XML.
XML. The body. Body is nothing but a payload. Payload will be the XML. Have I created any variable here? If I want to create a variable, I can use a set variable, right? But I want to create a variable by using a data view expression. By using a data view expression. How to create a variable by using a data view expression? See, what is the output here? Right now, it is suggesting this is a payload, right? Now, I want to create a new target by using this option. By clicking on this plus sign, add a new target. We can create attributes or we can create a variables also. Right now I want to create a variable. Right now it is in inline, and whatever the expression I'm going to create, variable I'm going to create, I want to externalize to some other file, so that that file, whatever I have written in that, I can take that into some variable name. So what is the variable name I want to give? Suppose I want to extract a offer price. Okay, offer price. Variable name I can give OFF PR. Okay, some name I'm giving for the variable name. That means whatever the expression I'm going to write, that expression will be stored in this variable. Okay, and what is the file name I can give if I'm externalize to that offer price? Okay, you can give any name for that matters. Click on OK. Immediately under the resources, are you able to see some file? One file got created. What is that file extension?
DWL.
DWL. What do you mean by that? Data view language, right? So this is the offer price. Right now I'm in an offer price. Previously I was in payload. Right now I'm in an offer price, right? So what is the expression here writing? We are writing what is the expression you can write in order to extract the offer price value from the incoming payload? Yes. Simple. From the payload dot offer price. This is a dynamic expression. This is the dynamic expression which I have written. Whatever the payload, whatever will be the payload. Okay, if I have offer price, that value will be stored under which variable?
OFFPR.
So my question is, can I access this OFFPR, that is variable, if I use any logger? Example, I'm using a logger after this transformer. Can I extract that variable here from here? I have written in the transformer, because I externalize that one, it is acting as a global element now. If it is a global element, sorry, not global element, it's a global variable, then can I extract that in a logger or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Where's dot? See, I'm able to see
Offer price.
offer price. So my point is here, we can create a variable not only by using a set payload, by using a data view expression also. But can I set a payload without using a set payload? Yes, right.
Yes, I think in the data view expression.
By using a data view expression, I'm setting a payload. Now go to the configuration XML and observe. Here, this is the global element, HTTP listener, and I'm writing a flow. In that flow, I'm using a listener. In the transformer, what I'm doing? Am I using any set payload? No, right?
No.
Automatically it will use set payload, right? But have I created any variable? No, right? By using set variable? No, right? But it is internally using a set variable. Got it? It is referencing to what? What resource? Offer price dot DWL. This is the file it is referencing to. So understood now how to create any variable by using a data view expression and how to create a payload. I mean, obviously by default, the end of the flow, whatever the body, that will become a payload, right? Now I have written some syntax here, some body. Now this preview you are able to see based on the input I have given, input structure I have given, correct? Now I want to deploy this application. Okay, I want to deploy this application and I want to post some other data in same structure to the postman. Assume that that is the incoming data from the some other application. Please treat that. So first of all, let me deploy this application. Once it is deployed, I'm going to post some data. What is the data I need to post? Example. Okay, this is the same structure I want. I'm taking the same structure as an input, and for a change, I will change the product ID. I'm just giving a 3, right? So if I deploy this, after deploying, if I send a request, what is the output format you are going to get?
XML.
XML, only these fields. I have created a new object. That means my body, my own format. So what will be the what will be the offer price now? Sorry, product ID now.
3.
Right? 3, not a edit, not a 1. Okay. This is only for to check the preview while you are developing. Okay. Once you deploy application, these fields will affect on the original data, right? This transformation and RAML purely depends on your practice only. When I'm telling that, you may feel it's very easy, but while you're practicing, you'll understand the criticality of that syntax of that. Okay. Let me send a request. Yeah, it is throwing some exception. Why? Can anyone read and tell me quickly?
Do we need to convert that to the string?
No, it is no. It is telling that it is taking as a string.
Okay, so
You have to
we
add
need to
as
do typecast.
as a string.
Oh.
Double quote.
Okay. Very simple. I expected answer from you. Okay, nothing, not an issue. What is the input format expected by my transformer?
JSON.
What is the format I am giving here?
We need to convert that into
Text.
Now, understand? Okay. Now, what is the product ID I am getting?
3.
3. As per the input, what I have given, I have posted the data. If you want, you can just make a call to the REST application and you can get the data, and then on top of the data, you can write some expressions. Then you can work on that, right? If you want. I just shown you very simple transformation, make you to understand how we will transform, right? Tomorrow, how many products I have given as an input here? Only one product, right? Tomorrow I'm going to give a complex JSON. That means array of products, array of objects. I want to, many things we are going to do. That means how to iterate over an array to details, and we will write our own functions, how to create a local variable, and how to use a predefined functions, how and which format we can write a functions and all, right? Tomorrow it's a very important session again, which we write complex scenarios. Okay, that's all from my end for today.